Hey guys! Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3. I'm just started the show. Sukahorn. I rang him up. He's ready to go. That guy is dedicated. He's dedicated. He's a dedicated puppy, that one. The Sukahorn. And I gotta tell you, man, we gotta do these shows to help Australia. We gotta help Australia. NATO. Guys, please donate. Otherwise, these channels are going to sink. We got 3 people watching. Ooh. I feel about as welcome as those Germans in Fremantle, the German ship. I feel about as welcome as the German ship in Fremantle. That's how welcome I feel, baby. Hey, baby! I feel about as welcome as that German vessel in our waters. They gotta send the fucking Navy in to fucking start firing. Remove your vessel. We commence firing in 30 seconds. That'll wake those stupid fucks up. Get those fucks out of our waters. We don't fucking want them in our waters. Take your coronavirus and stick it up your fucking asshole. That's what you need to do. Take your fucking lousy coronavirus and stick it up your fucking asshole, Germans. That's right. That's right. Those fuckers, they weren't our friends in World War II. The axis of evil, if I remember. Sukahorn. Hey, John, I sent it. You got it? Oh, fuck. How do you mean it's not working? What does it say? Oh, okay, I'll send you another one. Okay, sorry. Fuck me dead, guys. Fuck me dead there. It's all bad. Sukahorn. I don't know what to say, man. It's fucked. It's really fucked. This fucked I from the Latin to be completely fucked over. Roll over, Beethoven. Now, I gotta tell you, man, it's not looking good. It's not looking good there. These Germans, get your fucking ass out of our waters. We don't fucking want you. We do not want you in our waters. We do not want you in our waters. Get your fucking German ass out of there. We fucking don't want you, okay? We fucking we don't fucking want you fucking guys. Get your fucking ass. Get your fucking ass out. That's it. We don't fucking want you. Get your fucking Jerry ass out. That's right, guys. We don't want you. We don't want you. We don't need you. Fuck you, you lousy shits clogging up our fucking hospitals, you lousy fucking Germans. That's the way. I feel very angry about it. You know? I don't understand why the fuck we just don't commence bombing. You know, none of these fucking polies have got any fucking balls. Any fucking balls. They need some balls. They need to say, we don't fucking need you. We don't fucking need you. We don't fucking need you. We don't fucking need you more, you fucking lousy cunts. Take your fucking cruise ship out of our fucking waters before we commence bombing. They should send the fucking reserves out there. They're all fucking gun-ho cunts. Send them out. Send them out now. Send them fucking out. That's what I'd fucking do, those lousy fucking Germans. I'm really angry today. These fucking Germans, border forces asked them to leave our shores. They've said no. They should fucking commence bombing. If you don't fucking leave our waters, if you don't leave our fucking waters, commence bombing.
Bit aggressive, don't you reckon, mate?
They're Germans. You go back to World War II. Remember what those fuckers did to us. Quick super chats. NATO, $2. Hello, mean pots. Okay, and Envy Scotsman, $3. Your work, entertainment during SmackDown. Thank you. And Yen XX, €2. Morning, gentlemen. Thank you. I got to tell you, did you see that there? That vessel is refusing to leave. Did you see that or not?
Yeah, the Western Australian Premier's not too happy. You know, like,
I don't understand why he doesn't grow a spine and says, if you do not leave, we will commence bombing very soon.
Yeah. Well, he can't do that. He's only the Premier of Western Australia.
He can cut the fucking rope. He can cut the fucking rope, can't he?
They're not. Are they moored, are they? They're moored at the berth.
Yeah, they're moored. Get the fucking stevedores out there. They'll have them out in 20 minutes.
That's a federal affair, you know. Isn't it?
Fuck! There's so much bureaucracy. There's so much bureaucracy here. They should just fucking cut the ropes
and throw them out into the middle of the Indian Ocean and say, fuck off.
NATO, $2. Now explode on communist China.
Yeah, you'll do that well. Give them a serve,
Yeah, I gotta tell you, they're another bunch of cunts. You know, they fucking caused this for us, you know? You know, it's a joke. Border Force has asked them to leave. And they won't leave. You know this, don't you?
I'll tell you what's a bit annoying is you know, all the medical goods and supplies and the PPE which has been shipped over to China. You know, and we haven't got any now.
And they're sending dodgy ones back to us. They're selling us dodgy ones. Envy Scotsman, $3. Get your lips to the door and yell, pussy and boner! Pussy and boner. I got to show you something there. I'm going to show you something. This is really happening in our world here. I want you to see this, just so you know I'm not insane. Have a look at this, Jono. Have a fucking look at this here. Look at this. Coronavirus ship. Artania refuses to leave WA amid fears of more. Well, get your fucking ass out of there. Cut the ropes. Just get a fucking tugboat and tow that fucker out. There are fears. A cruise ship docked in the port of Fremantle that is already responsible for more than 40 corona cases in... Get rid of these fucking Jerrys! We don't want these Jerrys! It is understood the crew have asked to remain in Fremantle until... Go fuck yourself! You know, let's go fuck off!
Why wouldn't you ask to stay in Fremantle just sitting on board the ship? You know, they don't want to go back home.
There's 450 on the vessel. There's 450 on the vessel. All remaining passengers were taken off the ship on Wednesday and taken to a Novotel. Fuck me dead. That's better than the showers. That's better than the showers my grandfather had to queue up for. You know? That's better than the fucking showers my granddad had to queue up for. You know? Delousing. Delousing it was called. You know? Fuck me dead. They're going to the Novotel. Fucking hell.
This is 4-star delousing. 4-star with a bit of comfort. You know, get your meals delivered and, you know, 24-hour round the clock, you know, movies and room service and who's cleaning up their rooms? You know, they have to clean up their rooms.
Authorities may take over ship Premier. WA Premier Mark McGrowan said he wanted the Artania to leave as quickly as possible before it was seen as an example for other cruise ships who might see Fremantle as an attractive place to berth. I don't want the Artania to serve as an attractor for cruise ships elsewhere. Well, start start fucking, you know, you bring out the machine guns, bang, 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 bang. Oh, fuck, we better go. You know this? They got a big, dirty fucking cruise ship. And you know what? In Sydney, they got about half a dozen of the cunts just waiting to come in too. They'll fucking get the message when they bring out, you know, just start fucking shooting.
What about what the kangaroo says? Tow it out and give them a warning. If they don't move on, bomb the shit out of them and sink it.
Well, there's a lot of pollution when you bomb it. There's a lot of pollution that happens. A lot of bunker oil in that vessel.
Oh, I suppose there'd be, you know, a few casualties too, shouldn't there? Yeah.
Yeah, you can grab that. Grab that. That's okay.
G'day, Dan. How are you?
Yeah, it's. I gotta tell you, man. What can you say? It's all fucked. It's all fucked, guys. It's all fucked. They should start fucking bombing. They should fucking. I tell you what. Just get a couple of reservists with a couple of machine SLRs firing at making a few crack shops. They'll get the fucking message and they will fuck off. That's right. They can fuck off. You're not wanted here. You are not wanted in our waters.
Yeah, once it's out of outside the property, it's southeast water. Yes. Yes.
Yankee Doodle. I've got a few messages coming in here. We got your message here from Yankee Doodle, $2. Good morning, fuckers. Good morning. And we got Nate Toe, $5. Not only are BMW water pumps plastic, they are electric. Yes, they are electric and plastic. Fuck me dead. You're 100% right. Scotty Kilmer was talking about this. Yes, indeed. I reckon you get a few reservists out, start firing at the vessel indiscriminately, and just cut the ropes and say, get the fuck out of our waters.
The Germans got nukes, though, haven't they? I think who's got a better army? The crowds or us? I think
but the US will protect us. The US will protect us.
I think the US have got a little bit more to worry about than protecting Australia at this stage of events, mate. They've got a little bit on their plate at the moment, the United States of America. You know, they've got a tent hospital, or a tent hospital set up. What's in New York in the big park?
Yes.
You know, what's the large park? Central Park. Central Park,
yes. Yes.
They've set up a large, mobile, hospital there. He's waiting for the onslaught. They say, even Trump, I think, said today, he said, 2 weeks, we've got to, sweat this out. Today, then it's going to hit us.
No, he said there's up to 100 to 200,000 will die.
I was speaking to Alan, Mousy, after he got off this morning.
How is he? He's a good guy.
Great. He said to him, he said, tell Paul, he said, I'm just ribbing him. No, he said,
he's cool. He's cool. Alan's cool. He's a good guy. He's got a good heart, Alan.
Yeah, I love Alan. Got a lot of time for him. Yeah, but he was saying that, it's going to get real bad. He's in Arizona, and I think he said they've got 20 deaths in Arizona. Well, we haven't got 20 deaths in Australia yet, have we?
I think we have, Clark. We have. Yankee Doodle, $2. Arch, do you like Tesla? John, what do you drive? John's got an XJ40 Jag from the late 80s. I love them. They were so cool. And Tesla, look, Tesla's like having an iPad of a car. Okay, it's like having an iPad. Look, I've been in a few Teslas, and they're amazing. They're amazing. No fuel. I think it is the way of the future. But
they're electric, aren't they?
Yeah, they're electric, exactly. Fully electric, yeah, amazing. They're fucking expensive. They're expensive. They're $100 and something thousand in Australia.
At this stage, the only problem with the electric cars is, they've got a limited distance, haven't they? 400 or 500 kilometres.
How much do you want?
Oh, if you want to drive interstate, what do? Drive 500 kilometres?
How many fucking times have you gone interstate?
Oh, a couple of times in the Jag.
Yes, so
Beautiful
what?
drive. Beautiful drive in a Jag to Sydney from Melbourne.
I mean, seriously, John, it's not a problem. It's no problem, okay?
Yeah, but where are they going to refill them? You know, like that's the irony of them. You know, for them to refill them, they've got to use a generator. They've got to use a all-powered generator so they can make the electricity for the cars.
Yes,
That's
and they're going to use a coal-fired power station, coal-fired power station to get these fuckers going there. Just hang on, I'm just looking at the government app. I'll get the latest statistics for you. I'll just get that for you now. Just hang on. I'll get it for you. Latest statistics. Okay, here we go. As at 3 o'clock, 1st of April, there have been 4,860 confirmed cases. 303 new ones in the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
20 people have died in Australia.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is the same as just in one state in the US is the same as what's passed away here in Australia. I think it's really
Victoria's got 968. Queensland's got 781.
We were about on a par with Queensland the other day, so
yeah, it's gone a bit bad there. It's gone a bit bad. See, I got to tell you, this is a very serious thing. China Bar got a fine.
What, in town where we go?
No, it was another one. They got a fine. Not enough social distancing happening.
That's where we go and eat for lunch, isn't it, most of the time?
Yeah, that's a great place. I love that place. Yeah, that's right. Kangaroo says that's the video you picked me up at the airport. Yeah, we got that fucking... Did you ever get that fine?
No, I never got... What he was going to pinch us, what? $175? How much was it?
Yeah, something like that. It was pretty vicious.
It never came in. No, I never got that. Oh, if I did, I don't know. I ain't seen it. That was funny, that. That was funny. There's another one up that you park in the Novotel. You park in the Novotel private parking. You go in the out entrance there and you go out, the other way. You don't have to pay for any fees at the airport. Someone put me onto recently. Just park in the private parking at the Novotel.
Ah, got you. Watch affectionate. Sydney Morning Herald. More than 60 wharfies have been stood down for refusing to unload a cargo from a ship from China carrying toilet paper, surgical masks and food due to fears they could catch coronavirus.
Yeah, well, the army will unload it, I suppose.
Hey, just give us a minute. I've got to go and get a little bit of tucker. I'll just go and bring it in
here.
No
worries, mate. No worries.
Just hang on.
G'day, Nato.
Hang on, cover me.
TW on. Watch aficionado. He's been around for a while. TW, I just said. Chrisorology House. The Room, Mark Parrish, GNXX, TW, I've said 3 times. Absolute cool. G'day, mate. Haven't seen you around for a while, mate. That'll about do us. How many we got watching? No, I don't know. Yes, well, fellas, it's a little bit tragic in the States here. I'm feeling for people in America. Like, they'll sort it, though. They'll sort it. That's for sure. What's for dinner, Arch? You got the food there?
Hey, John, I'm back.
Yeah, what's for dinner?
I'm back, Jono.
What's for dinner, mate?
Well, I gotta tell you, Jono, it's the social distancing. There we go, a nice little Indian curry.
Yeah. I had a kilo of prawns for lunch.
Oh, that's pretty good, Jono. How was that? Good? You enjoyed that?
Yeah, I did actually. That and a bottle of white wine.
Wow.
A bit of bread and some prawns. Most enjoyable.
Tell me this, Jono.
Seafood was very cheap.
What's that?
Seafood was very cheap at the supermarket. It was only $19 for a kilo of prawns.
Wow, it's not bad, Jono.
$30, aren't they?
Are you worried? Are you worried or not? Tell me.
What about what? Eating a kilo of prawns?
About this coronavirus.
Nothing to worry about, mate. As long as the ATM keeps on spitting out money, that's all I care.
What should
You
they
know,
do with that German vessel? What would you say if you were in power there? What would you do?
well, yeah, that's a commercial enterprise, isn't it? You know, and how much are docking fees for an ocean liner per day? What, 30 grand? Just up the ante. Every day they stay in port, we're going to charge you $1 million. I'll soon move on. You don't have to threaten them. I think you say, well, we'll suddenly increase the port charges for cruise ships. You know, if you want to berth here or stay there, it's going to cost you $1 million a day. I think there's some dispute over cleaning the vessel. The crew want the vessel clean.
Why do we have to clean the fucking German's vessel?
Well, that's what the previous said. We'll clean the vessel and just go. Don't worry, we'll clean it and go. But most probably I'll get on board and discover a little bit of contraband in the crew or something. It'll be something a bit shifty.
The
I would have thought we had a better relationship with the German government. That or don't know what the shipping company that owns that. What's the Artemis it's called, isn't it? The Artemis or something. I don't know who the shipping company is.
Artania.
Yeah. Who owns them?
MV Artania is a cruise ship chartered since 2012 by Phoenix Reason, a German-based travel agency.
Paul, can I do a bit of a shout out here? One of your very long-standing followers, he just tuned in.
Yeah.
Aussie Yobbo's World. It's his birthday today for one. So happy birthday, mate.
Happy birthday, Yobbo.
But the thing is, he's doing it a little bit tough at the moment. He just came out of hospital. He's had a bit of chemotherapy on.
Fuck! What happened?
On Monday. Oh, well, that's his personal business, but he's battling on and he's fighting at the moment. So, but he's always in good spirits and he's posting up a few things on Facebook. But good luck to you, mate. Pull through this, keep fighting, mate. But he's been battling the dance for a little while, mate. I think.
Yeah.
But, tell you. He's a man, and he doesn't want to tell you private, medical experiences. Just keep it private. My thoughts are with you, mate. Good luck to you, mate. Good luck to you. You're funny bugger.
What's happening in the Thai vlogging scene?
Well, he's vlogs on Thailand. Aussie Yobbo. He actually owns a bar. He's got part ownership in a bar in Pattaya. I don't know how successful that is, but at least at least he put his money where his mouth is, I guess.
Did you ever want to own a bar? Did you ever want to own a bar in Thailand?
Well, I was pissed in a bar one night in Pattaya. I thought to myself, how much is this joint? Mate, so he could buy it for 30,000 American at the time. I said, oh yeah, that's sort of reasonable. I wish I would have bought it. It'd be worth about 3 million now. But no, foreigners never make money out of bars in Thailand.
No, Yankee Doodle, $2. Wake up, rodents, and get them on. Oh, no, this is just me and John.
What, the other crew? Oh, too early for Clyde and Mark and Mousy and.
Tell me this, John. Seriously, did you ever want to own a bar?
No, I'm going early. There's no success. Well, it's not work, like if you own a bar, you shouldn't be anywhere near it. You just have good staff, in the bar running. You don't want a Westerner, sitting in the corner of the bar watching your every move, if you're a patron. No, I don't think, there's wiser investments to do in Thailand apart from owning a bar, in my opinion.
I tell you what, I don't regret any of those 30 trips I did in the last 5 years, John. You know that?
None of them. No. There's one I regret one night. Remember that cunt you put me onto one night and had to take him out the patrol?
He was weird.
Yeah, was he weird, all right. Yeah, he was weird. Without counting his money on a vacant table, 1 o'clock in the morning, counting out 20 baht notes. What are you doing, you idiot? Oh, God, strike me. People are just looking at him, what do you do count his money in public for? In Thailand at 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh, he's pissed, I guess. That's the way out.
tell me this, Jono. Do you regret any trips to Thailand you ever made?
No, no. I've always, every time I've left Thailand, I've always been very upset. Always been upset.
What's going to happen there? Is it going to come back as a holiday destination?
I was speaking to a couple of mates yesterday about it, and I can't see any way, shape, or form how Thailand can come back to, the golden days of tourism where it once had. Are they going to have busloads and of Chinese still going there?
There's no Chinese.
I doubt. And I really, starting to question the figures which are coming out of Thailand, as far as whether they're legitimate or not. I can't see it myself. They reckon they've only got had 20 deaths so far. They've got 70 million people. We've got 3.5 times more than we have. And they were one of the first countries to realise they had the coronavirus, and they've only got 20 deaths. And I hope it stays that way, to be honest. I saw all the monks walking around. They were doing Bindabar, this morning, and they had all these, face masks on, matching ensemble, with the monks' robes. They had orange masks on, and a plastic shield across their face. The
Wow.
chief abbot of the monastery said, they made them up for 20 baht each. These protective face masks. So all the monks go out and they put their bowls out and they got the plastic mask on. It was a good picture.
What do you think is going to happen long term? It's going to be fucked.
Yes. They're going to have to. Well, are all the bars are going up again? A couple of the lads, just said, Potato's screwed at the moment. There's nothing going on there. In patio, it's going to be. What are you going to have a sudden influx of 100,000 tourists go there and suddenly take up residence again?
Yeah.
I don't think it'll come back.
Yen XX, €2. Big fan of Sukahorn since the Bangkok night videos. Yes.
It's very good. Thanks, mate. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. But yeah, it's going to affect us. Our tourism as well too for a while. That's for sure. It wouldn't be one great industry to to have to rely on at this stage. Tourism. That's for sure.
It's fucked, John.
There is a good description from TNW. Thailand is suffering. They'll be suffering, all right. They'll be suffering for sure. I think they've been a little bit, blasé towards their actions on it, really. Yes, I will, Chris. We'll have another smoke. So, what you do today, mate? You're batting down, or just take it easy, or?
Well, I recorded some videos the other day. I've just been compiling them and uploading them in advance. That's always works for me well. I had a good day. I had a very nice day. I'm at home every day. Nothing's really that new for me. Essential worker, Pluto job jerker, NV Scotsman, $3.
Charming.
Essential worker, Pluto job jerk.
To answer your question, I think Thailand might have to put on their thinking cap on how they're going to adjust tourism. They're. I don't believe the figures that stay in Thailand. That 20% of the GDP was. I think they say 10%. 10% of GDP, comes from tourism. I think it's a lot more than that, gentlemen. To be honest, with the, the black money which is going underneath the counter. I don't think what's earned in a bar in Thailand goes through their taxation department. Really.
Yankee Doodle, $5. In the news, the King of Thailand booked an entire German hotel for Corona self-isolation with a harem of 20 women. Yes, very good choice, I must say.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not, but I doubt it. But he is in Germany. He's in Germany at the moment.
If you had that much money,
an old medieval palace.
Castle, yeah, I know. That's exactly
Castle,
it.
yeah. Multi-million-dollar castle, but I can understand that. That's where his son's being educated in Germany. That's where his son's getting his education. Wonder what service he'll go into, the son. Maybe the Air Force again. He'll have to go into the army, won't he? The prince?
Yep, of course.
Kangaroo. The parents in Thailand aren't even leaving the house. They're stocked up with food for the next 3 months. I had to go down and bought another 20 kilo of rice this morning for the missus. And she said, oh, we've only got 60 kilo in the house. Well, right, I had to go and buy another 20 kilo bag just in case. 80 kilo. How long is that going to take to get through?
That's it, John. That's exactly it. So, the thing is, they're saying Singapore's going well. They said Singapore is coping well with this virus.
They were the first ones to jump on it, weren't they? But they had the SARS virus. Now they had a bad experience with SARS, didn't they, Singapore?
Mm-hmm.
They were prepared on it. At least out of all of this horrible experience, let's hope we can learn from it, and let's hope the world becomes a little bit better place where we can help each other, internationally. It might be all very well if they say they reduce the spread in Australia or America or Singapore, but what happens in less fortunate countries like India and Africa and parts of South America? The world's going to have to come to their aid eventually. They will have to come to their aid, don't you reckon?
Well, yes, they will. They will. It's
Let's cross our fingers, boys.
Well, I'm hoping we can get a fucking vaccine, a cure out there within the next couple of months, aren't you?
I don't think, no one's saying a couple of months. They're talking 12 months, 18 months minimum, aren't they?
Yes, but surely we can have a bit of hope, can't we?
Hope's not going to help. Hope's not going to help. It might put you in a positive frame of mind, but ultimately it's you've got to look after yourself. You've got to isolate and wash your hands and don't touch your face. And
it's fucking hard. John, have you ever seen anything like this?
Of course not.
Even asbestos wasn't handled like this, was it? When asbestos went bad. Remember when asbestos?
Yes, here's Mousy. Mousy's just arrived. Yeah, no worries, me mate. No worries. I got the message. We'll catch up again soon. I got your number, mate. I'll give you a call.
No worries. That's cool.
I've got a lot of time for him. Oh, he's a lovely man. He really is.
He's a good guy there. I got to tell you, seriously, have you ever seen anything like this? Like asbestos, even when asbestos, when they discovered how dangerous it was sort of slowly happened, didn't it?
No, asbestos, nothing like. How many people this has killed so far? In a couple of months?
Couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks. How many people worldwide has it killed? Like this is not a cold. This ain't a cold. If it gets into your lungs, you're gone. No.
Whew. That's pretty nasty shit, John.
You get a second chance of this, do you? I actually did go out today to the supermarket, and Mrs. wanted to go out.
Yeah.
1 in 100 people would have had a mask on.
1 in 100. But do you need a mask? Do you have to have a mask?
Well, I think if you're in Wuhan or something, if you don't have a mask, they arrest you, don't they?
Yeah, that could be a.
But we haven't got them to put on anyway.
No, you can't. They're not available, are they?
Well, my missus gave me one. She had one. She had put that on. I said, what's going on here? She said, I've sewn 2 together, just for double protection. I just looked at her, like.
Did you know this? Can I tell you some interesting statistics, right? The Artania, it was launched in November 1984. The ship was named, it was named Royal Princess by Diana, Princess of Wales.
Yeah, but they
It
changed the
used,
name when she died.
it used to be a P&O ship,
Yeah, right, P&O. I used to work with him.
and it's actually the country that it's tied to now is in the Bahamas. Nassau.
Nassau. Nassau.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
that's only a
Nassau.
port. Yeah, Nassau is just a port of convenience. That's all. Got no
Yes.
taxation. 90% of the world's ships are registered in Nassau for taxation
So
purposes.
I see.
Especially if you've got a dodgy ship or something that might not be particularly, seaworthy. Go register in Nassau. You know, you'll get a license to sail out of there without any problem.
How much do they charge?
Well, a tenth of the price of what I think they charge in Australia to
Oh, I
register a
see.
vessel. You know, uh, it's just a big tax job. But you look at the back of most vessels; they've all got to have where they're out of. Even on
Yes.
the Japanese vessels, the Japanese car boats, the Toyo Fujis, the large car
Oh,
vessels which carry cars. Go and have a look on the back where they're registered. They're
where
all
are they?
registered in Nassau.
Oh, they're in Nassau as well.
You look at the back of most ships that have got that on.
Nassau.
Mm, some shithole in the Bahamas or something. Oh no, I think it's a nice place.
I see. Amazing.
Next
It's
time you
very.
go and walk down the pier, when all this walk down the pier and go look at a few boats, go and have a look where they're registered. You will get surprised. NV Scotland, when you go on a cruise, John, I don't think I'm old enough to go on a cruise yet, am I?
Ha 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 ha.
You got to be in your 80s or something, 70s or 80s to go on a cruise.
I think it's over, unfortunately. Don't you think the whole cruise industry is going to be fucked now? Don't you think, John? Seriously.
Oh no, they'll just have to put in hand cleaning stations on every level or something, won't they? Put extra soap in your room. I don't think cruises will stop.
You reckon?
No, I don't think cruises will stop. Too much money in cruises. Well, what are they? Just like big floating canteens for about 4,000 or 5,000 people with a swimming pool.
Yes.
They've all got a casino on them or something. A big floating pig trough. You used to eat food all day.
Yeah, that's exact. You hit it on the head, Johnny. You hit it on the head. You hit it on the head there. So it's a fascinating thing. Vessels. I've always loved vessels, but a ship itself there. What's the life? About 30 years, isn't it?
30 years, about 30, 35 years. This is on its last leg.
Yeah, it'll be going to India soon, won't it?
Yeah, they'll drag up, I'm sure.
Or Bangladesh, they drive it up on the beach.
Yeah, pull them apart for scrap. Well, they might pull the engine out. They might pull the engine out. They often resurface it, reconstitute the engines.
The engines are worth a fortune.
Well, they're massive. You ever been into a ship's engine room? They're noisy and hot as buggery there.
Is that right? Hot.
And sound of them. Yes, I worked in the stevedoring industry, NV Scotsman. Worked on ships every day.
And what's that? They use that bunker oil, isn't it?
When a ship takes on fuel, they call that bunkering.
Yep.
When they take on their fuel, they call that bunkering.
Well, the ships run on oil, don't they? Or what do they run on?
I don't know. Some sort of fuel. Fuel or oil, I think they run on.
Yep.
But depending on, you'll go into a Japanese engine room and you can virtually eat off the floor.
Is that right? Is that clean?
Yeah, they're beautiful. You go into a Russian ship, and you wouldn't let your pet rat go in the kitchen. Like fair dinkum. You wouldn't let your pet rat go for feed in the galley. On a Russian ship.
Is that bad?
Oh, they're filthy, the Russian ships. A lot of ships out of the Philippines, they're not too hot. You'll often get a good ship. You'll have a German. If you've got a Dutch master, a master ship from Holland, German officers and Filipino crews. They seem to work the best.
Oh, German officers And
German
Filipino.
officer, a Dutch master, the Dutch sea captain, the captain.
Yep.
German officers and Filipino crew. Those ships work well.
I see. Got you. That's the best crew to have, is it?
I've seen them. Yeah, they work well. The Russians don't do nothing. You know, like the Russian crew don't. They just sit on boxes all day. They just sit on boxes, especially after when Glasnost happened. They slowed down the Russian ships.
Most ships that come from, where are they coming from? China and Korea, aren't they? That's where they're manufactured, aren't they now?
Most ships come from China into the berth of Melbourne. Yes.
No. Where are they manufactured ships now?
Where do they make them?
Yeah.
They make a lot of ships in China. Make ships in China.
They make them in China. Okay.
Japanese make some of their own vessels.
They're expensive, but aren't they?
What a ship!
Yes.
Ships are incredibly expensive.
The Japanese are more expensive than anyone, I heard, but they make really good ships.
You ever been into a car boat? They bring out the cars. The decks are only as high as 6 inches above the car, so you got to walk down all crouched over. With a helmet on, otherwise you're bumping your head. You work a shift, you come out with a sore back.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they save room that way. They can put 3 decks in the space of 2.
And water doesn't come in, but does it, in those car ships?
Well, no. All ships leak. All ships leak to an extent. To an extent,
okay.
but all ships carry water anyway in their ballast. For them to sail, they've got to have ballast. They've got to have water in them.
Otherwise, they'll flip over, won't they?
You only need it. I think it's a 7% list. 7% list of perpendicular on a ship, and it'll go in the drink. It'll sink. So it goes from a 7 degree from perpendicular. It'll list and it'll go over. But always a great fear going on ships. It's all very romantic, but what if they catch fire and you're bouncing around in the middle of the Pacific Ocean or something? What do you do? Fire! Fire!
What's the biggest? Is fire a big thing at sea?
Fire a big thing at sea. You can't get much more serious than a fire on board a ship at sea. Like, you can't ring up the fire brigade, can you?
No.
Now, what do you do? What do you do? Nurse. You can't ring anyone for help.
The most dangerous ships, of course, is petroleum transport, isn't it?
Gas is not too safe. Gas vessels, but when we used to do ships that would bring ammunition into the country, those ships would have to be berthed at a port well out of Melbourne, well away, a separate berth, and that's the only ship on the berth. Very dangerous, discharging containers full of dynamite and bullets and gunpowder, etc. You used to get paid extra to do it. You used to get paid extra to go and do the explosive, what we call the explosive boats.
I see. Just don't fuck around there.
Yeah, no smoking on the job, of course. I didn't like to do them much.
There's brand new BMWs. Sorry?
Port Wilson we had to go down to on the other side of Geelong, I think it was. Port Wilson.
What's slippage? You were telling me containers fall off a vessel at times, right?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah. Bad water. Yeah.
Like how many would you lose? Like a normal ship, how many would it lose in a year?
Well, they reckon there's thousands of containers floating around the Pacific Ocean. And I think the Americans and the Japanese have automated vessels which go around blowing containers, out of the water. Because when a container, goes overboard, they don't sink. They've got air in them. Most of them are airtight, and they float just underneath the surface. About a metre down from the surface, and you can't see them. So they're a shipping hazard. They're a massive shipping hazard. But I read years ago.
Will it sink the ship? Will it sink the ship?
You hit a container. Yeah. Well, the Titanic hit an iceberg. What happened to that? No.
I see.
Like the container, puts a big, gouge below the waterline. Like they cause a lot of damage to the vessel. But I can imagine being a ship and it's on fire. The bells going, we've got a fire up in hatch number 1, gentlemen, all the hay up in hatch number 1's on fire. Yeah, grouse. Yeah, not me. What is it? 188,000 people in America are infected. Jeepers.
Yeah.
Jeepers.
Christ. That's not so good, Jono.
Now, on that depressing note, shall we call it a day, do you reckon? Or... Are you worried, are you, Paul? Are you worried?
Sorry?
Are you worried?
Nah. The thing about it is, why I'm not worried? Because every other cunt is in the same boat. If it was just me, you could worry, but every other cunt is in the same boat, I
really hope we learn.
The statistics, this is not Ebola, okay?
It's worse than Ebola, isn't it?
No, Ebola, it has 80% death rate. 90%.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, all right.
Okay, like you get this, you've got a chance to survive. A lot of people get it mild. They don't even get badly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like being shot, I suppose. Like you get a mild bullet wound or a serious bullet wound. What's the difference? Like you're still shot, aren't you?
Good point. Very good point there, Jono. It's I tell you honestly, am I worried? Look, I think this thing will blow over. I think the government's got to be very. If you're going to be blasé about it, I think it could be a fucking disaster. I mean, I've got to be honest with you. I think you have to be very strict on it. The thing is that I find scary now is that I go to the supermarket, you think, don't touch anything, wash your hands when you come back. The germs are everywhere, you know what I mean? Like a public space.
I went to the bank today, and going into the bank, the manager's standing at the door before you get in. I've got to ask you a few questions. Have you been overseas recently? You've been in contact with anyone who's had the virus? Have you got a temperature? Have you got a sore throat? I said to him, where do you study medicine, mate? Are you a doctor, are you? He just looked at me. And then, he said, what do you want to do? I said, I want to, change some coin. So, I want to see the first teller. Anyway, the first teller I normally see, she's not there, and it's some Sheila. And the worst experience I've had in my life in the bank today, because I had $150 in $5 notes I wanted to change over.
Yeah.
And I had them folded up, and she said, don't fold them up again when you're bringing them in. I just looked at her. I said, why? She said, I won't go through the machine. So I said, what? Go through the machine? So anyway, she's, took the elastic band off and curled them off with her hands, and, she's put them through the machine, and, and then she put them through a second time. I said, love, there's only, $150 there. I said, can't you count it up into bundles of 10? So anyway, she tried that 3 or 4 times. She eventually resorted to counting it by hand. And she said, how do you want the money? I said, I want the money with the rest of the coin there. So anyway, she's, gone up to the, the $2 coins, and she's picked up, I think, 3 bundles of, 3 bags of $2 coins at $50 a bag, and walks off from the teller's counter, goes in another room, weighs them, comes back, makes some entry on the computer. Then she picks up the dollar coins, walks out and weighs them. She walked away from the counter 5 fucking times, to weigh the coin. I said, can't you bring the scales in here? I said, why would you want to walk out of, He had the room 5 times.
What bank is this?
It was the ANZ.
Okay.
It was the only person in there, thank Christ. I thought, just imagine if there was a queue. Just imagine a queue and this Sheila's behind the counter. Well, anyway, I couldn't help myself on the way out. And I said, oh, I said, oh, I said, I'm in the 60s. I suppose I've been doing banking, coming to banks for the last 40 years. And I said, I was a teller myself for, when I was a junior, worked in the bank, I said, I've never seen a teller like this one. I said, this is the worst one I've ever seen in my life. Good day.
Yes.
Like, why would you, $150 and you've got to put it through a machine to count it?
Yes.
Sure,
that's just ridiculous.
Because they're cold, eh? Sorry?
That's just ridiculous, John. It's just ridiculous,
Why would you have to walk away from the counter 5 times, out of the room, into another room? I said, can't you carry it all at once? You've got 2 hands. Instead of carrying out, 3 bags, and taking out 2 bags, and then taking out 4 bags, and oh God, she wasn't a junior or anything. She was a mature woman.
Yeah. Speaking of mature women, do you like a bit of mature woman yourself, or how do you find that?
Oh, I wouldn't look at a woman under 40 years of age nowadays. 35, 40, wouldn't even look at them.
No, they don't know what to do, John.
I don't need to. I've got a lovely wife I'm quite happy with.
Yes, you're a very lucky man. You're a very lucky man. Yeah, you're 100% right, John. It's John, I want to thank you for coming. I really do want to thank you.
Pleasure, my mate. Anytime. Anytime.
Do you want to keep these shows going? You had enough? How do you feel, John?
No, I'm enjoying it, Paul. I love speaking anytime, mate. Anytime.
Okay, well, I reckon just keep it half an hour-ish, a little bit overhang, but that's about it,
Sounds good to me.
John, thank you. I love you. See you later.
Good on you, mate. Good on you.
Good show, John.